How you feel? It looks like it. Hands off. Looks very, very
back. My husband and I just landed in Hong Kong from Vancouver, Canada. And we're hoping to find an apartment to live in within the next 5 days, before Darren starts his new job. We do have a small buffer though. His work is covering 2 weeks worth of hotel stays while we get settled. But this hotel is musty, and we're really itching to be in our own space. But before we can even start that process, bright and early tomorrow morning, we have an appointment to get our Hong Kong IDs. And Darren has a meeting to meet his new employer. So tonight, we're just trying to get our bearings. This kind of feels like the eye of the storm. Leading up to this point, everything has been crazy as we've packed up our entire life and moved here. And we know that things are gonna get really crazy once we start the process of trying to find a home and then basically setting it up from scratch. But for this evening, and maybe the next couple days, we just get to play tourists, discover a city that we've never really explored before, and eat good food.
Her first coconut bun. And it's warm. Is it the same or better? No. It's better? Oh yeah, it's better. Wow, there's more butter.
It seemed like we had woken up earlier than the rest of Hong Kong and made our way to the government office to get our Hong Kong IDs sorted. We were really early, and so we wandered into this really creepy ghost town mall that felt like a claw machine graveyard. I couldn't film in the office, but everything went very smoothly, and we were issued temporary Hong Kong IDs with our photo on it. Here's hoping they'll be good enough to get ourselves a bank account and to get an apartment. And after visiting his new workplace and getting a tour and doing paperwork, instead of being responsible and beginning our apartment hunt, we thought we would squish in one tourist adventure.
We're so shiny and frizzy. How's it? Really?
Apartment hunting begins today. We're gonna be looking at 6 different apartments over the course of about 3 hours. Right now we're prioritizing the area that is closest to Darren's work, and then I think tomorrow we're going to look at some that would be a little bit more of a commute. Wish us luck. So we're primarily looking on the Kowloon side of Hong Kong, which is the part of Hong Kong attached to the mainland and is considered to be a lot more local. Fewer people speak English and not as many expats are over here, which we've already noticed because our hotel is in Mong Kok, kind of like the center of Kowloon, and we can count the amount of foreigners we've seen so far on one hand. Our budget is around 20,000 Hong Kong dollars. Our criteria is a 2-bedroom, so I can have an office and we have space for guests. And we really, really want some sort of outdoor space. Oh, and if possible, something above 400 square feet. That may be asking a lot though. This is Hong Kong after all.
What do you think? Look around.
This one's quite large.
Yeah.
So this would be what? After this, we were actually planning to see 2 more apartments with this agent closer to the center of Kowloon. But when we asked him if it was a nice area to live in, he said, not really. So we scratched that idea and wandered a nearby department store until our scheduled meeting with another agent. And something hit us as we started to walk through the store, that we really came here with nothing, and we were gonna have to spend a lot of money to set up an apartment the way we wanted to. In addition to furniture, we were also gonna need things like irons and kettles and pots and pans. This move is going to add up really fast.
What is it?
Chocolate. Mochi balls are the best thing ever. Chocolate. This is a really nice place. They said they'll want it for 21, they'll take 20. Fridge and washing machine. Where do you dry your clothes?
Dry the clothes over here.
Out the window?
Yeah.
So you just hang on the window?
Yeah. Because if you have an quantity, that's great.
So you just hang them here?
Better.
Cool.
The layout of this apartment feels so much more homey, but the lack of outdoor space makes it feel a little bit claustrophobic. And personally, I'm not a huge fan of trying to dry all my clothes on that little window. But the fact that we wouldn't have to spend money on much furniture is an incredible win. I think this one might be in first place. After this, we learned something interesting. Despite there being hundreds and hundreds of apartments online, only so many had an actual key available so that you could see it in person. And all of the different agents had access to the same keys. So the other ones we had on our list for the day were just repeats of the same apartments, but with different agents. So we decided to scratch all other meetings and allow this agent to show us one more apartment. One that didn't meet a lot of our criteria, but it had an outdoor space of our dreams. As Vancouverites, we are suckers for anything by the water, and not only does this have a view of it, but it has near private access to a waterfront promenade. They did show us this place a little bit early, so it hasn't been cleaned yet. It's quite dirty, and it actually smells like smoke, but they assured us that if we decide to go for it, they will of course clean it all up. This apartment is also part of a luxury build that is honestly way above our lifestyle and pay grade. Just like, look at one of their many, many pools. We'd definitely be making a huge sacrifice on indoor space, but the weather in Hong Kong is so nice that we anticipate living outside most of the year. And the area is so quiet that it feels like a little oasis away from the crazy city. Now we can exhale. We have a place to live. So today we're going to spend some time hanging out on Hong Kong Island.
This is unbelievable. Look at that.
The only line that Darren will do is one that is in the aircon. Can I get a close of that sweat? We are Hong Kong Island, the peak.
The sun just came out.
Oh, I'm gonna get a sunburn. UV ray index is 11 extreme.
Extreme. So point at your chest straps and turn around.
My shirt's like in a home.
Like, what's it called? Not say yes to the dress. What's it called?
What not to wear?
Right down, right shoulder lower. You injured your right side shoulder? Yeah, he's tilting this way.
Mm-hmm.
His back is collapsed a little bit. Relax now. You see? It's arcing and it's collapsing. I don't
want to like put it on. That's good. Committing.
Okay, hopefully you can hear me. There's like this base level noise in the background that I think is the highway and just like city life. But then there's also the serenity of like the water features and all of the birds and stuff. I'm currently in Mayfu Garden Park, I believe. I had Googled this park prior to moving here and I was like, oh, it looks so beautiful. We'll go for walks in it all the time because we were maybe thinking of living close to it, but now we're going to be quite a ways from it, which is kind of a bummer, but I'm still excited to bring Darren here and to hopefully maybe have this be our little oasis where we can be kind of in nature and go for walks and stuff without having to trek up a mountain and go up on a hike or something. I am incredibly surprised by how at peace I feel here. I think right from the get-go, like yes, we're foreigners. We stick out like a sore thumb, but it hasn't felt particularly weird. It kind of feels in a way like we've always been here. Something I've noticed here is how comfortable I am filming. Like I feel so comfortable having my camera on my wrist. I feel more comfortable filming in public here than I do in Vancouver. And I think it's because everyone in Hong Kong just seems to mind their own business. Unless you like disrupt the flow and like really go out of the way to draw attention to yourself. It's been pretty cool. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really looking forward though to settling into a bit more of a groove. We move in on Friday. It's currently Monday. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Yay! Our apartment fell through.